When it comes to raising successful children, every parent has their own philosophy. Some believe in discipline, others focus on education, while many simply hope their kids grow up to become kind, respectful adults. But every now and then, we get a glimpse into a parenting moment that reminds us success isn't built overnight. It's created one small decision at a time. That's exactly what happened when Shari shared a heartfelt video featuring Harper speaking with her children, and fans couldn't help but take notice. The reality star and entrepreneur posted the clip with a message that immediately resonated with parents everywhere. She expressed how thankful she was for Harper taking time to pour into her children, emphasizing how important it is to surround them with positive, intelligent, and wholesome people. She also admitted that in a world filled with chaos, she wants her children to know how to navigate life with strength, wisdom, and purpose. But perhaps the most touching part of her caption was her desire for them to accomplish even more than she has. That simple statement speaks volumes about the kind of mother Melody strives to be. Rather than simply celebrating her own accomplishments, Melody made it clear that her greatest investment isn't another business venture or television appearance. It's her children's future. And that's exactly where Harper's conversation became so meaningful. Instead of giving the children a motivational speech filled with cliches, Harper focused on something much deeper. He explained that success isn't determined by one giant decision. Instead, life is shaped by countless tiny choices that people make every single day. At first glance, that idea sounds incredibly simple, but when you really think about it, it's one of the most powerful lessons anyone can learn. According to Harper, every day is filled with what he calls micro-choices. These are the small decisions people often overlook because they don't seem important in the moment. Whether it's choosing to study instead of scrolling through social media, deciding to practice a skill instead of procrastinating, or simply remaining disciplined when no one is watching, those tiny decisions eventually determine the outcome of your life. It's a lesson that many adults struggle to fully understand, yet Harper was teaching it to children in a way that was easy to grasp. That's probably one of the reasons so many viewers appreciated the video. He wasn't speaking over their heads or trying to impress anyone with complicated language. He broke success down into something practical and relatable. One of the most memorable parts of the conversation was when he introduced the idea of creating a blueprint. Before you can reach any goal, you first have to know what you're building. Just like no architect starts constructing a house without a plan, Harper explained that people shouldn't approach life without creating their own blueprint. That blueprint becomes the vision for where you want to go and who you want to become. But creating the blueprint is only the beginning. Harper explained that once you've written down your goals, every choice you make afterward has to align with that vision. Otherwise, the blueprint becomes nothing more than a wish. That's where his basketball example really drove the message home. He asked peers to imagine wanting to become a great basketball player. If that's the goal, but you never practice, can you honestly expect to become better? Of course not. The dream and the daily actions have to match. Wanting success isn't enough. You have to earn it through consistent effort, one decision at a time. That lesson extends far beyond sports. Whether someone wants to start a business, earn straight A's, become an artist, or pursue any other dream, the principle remains exactly the same. Every accomplishment begins with a vision, followed by disciplined daily choices. It's a message that's incredibly relevant, especially in today's culture where many people only see the finished product and rarely the years of work that came before it. What also stood out was Melody's decision to expose her children to mentors outside of their immediate family. That's something many successful parents intentionally do. Children often benefit from hearing important lessons from different voices. Sometimes advice that sounds ordinary, coming from a parent, suddenly carries more weight when it comes from someone they admire or respect. Harper wasn't simply giving them a book recommendation. He was planting seeds that could influence how they approach challenges for years to come. Those are the kinds of conversations that children often remember long after they've forgotten expensive gifts or flashy experiences. Melody's caption also revealed another important aspect of her parenting philosophy. She talked about intentionally surrounding her children with positive, intelligent, wholesome individuals. That's a choice that many experts often discuss but isn't always easy to put into practice. The people children observe become examples of what's possible. By allowing them to spend time around accomplished individuals who prioritize education, purpose, and discipline, Melody is helping shape the environment that influences their thinking. Environment matters. The conversations children hear become part of how they view the world. The examples they witness become standards they unconsciously measure themselves against. When they're consistently exposed to people who value growth, responsibility, and education, those values become normal, rather than exceptional. Another statement from Melody's caption deserves attention. She said she wants her children to become even greater than their mother. That's a mindset rooted in legacy, rather than ego. Some parents unintentionally expect their children to simply follow in their footsteps. Melody, however, seems to hope her children surpass everything she's accomplished. That's a refreshing perspective, because true success as a parent isn't measured by personal achievements alone. It's measured by preparing the next generation to accomplish even more. Many fans also noticed how natural the interaction felt. Nothing appeared forced or overly rehearsed. Instead of turning the moment into a performance for social media, it looked like an authentic learning experience. In an era where so much online content is carefully curated for attention, genuine moments like this tend to resonate more deeply with viewers. Harper also mentioned that his books focus on helping young people understand how to think about the choices they make. That distinction is important. He isn't just telling children what to do. He's encouraging them to develop a mindset that helps them evaluate their own decisions independently. That's a skill they'll need long after childhood. At the end of the conversation, there was even excitement about making it a summer book project. While that might seem like a small detail, it reinforces the entire message. Learning isn't limited to classrooms. Growth continues during the summer, during vacations, and in everyday life. Every season presents opportunities to build better habits and stronger character. Ultimately, this video wasn't really about basketball, books, or even blueprints. It was about intentional living. It was a reminder that extraordinary lives are rarely built through extraordinary moments alone. More often, they're built through ordinary decisions repeated consistently over time. For Melody, sharing this moment wasn't simply about highlighting Harper. It was about showing the type of guidance she wants surrounding her children. She understands that while she can't protect them from every challenge they'll face, she can prepare them with wisdom, discipline, and strong influences that will help them navigate whatever comes next. And perhaps that's why this short Instagram clip resonated with so many people. In less than 2 minutes, it delivered a lesson that many adults spend years trying to learn. Success isn't accidental. It starts with a vision, requires intentional choices, and grows through consistency. Every small decision either moves you closer to your blueprint or further away from it. What do you think about Harper's message? Do you agree that our daily micro-choices ultimately determine our future? Or do you think success depends more on opportunities than discipline? And what are your thoughts on Melody's decision to intentionally surround her children with mentors like Harper? Let me know your perspective in the comments below.